welcome to this new video of learning ECMAScript6. So in this video it will be our beginning into classes, and we will see two ways how to declare classes in JavaScript or in ECMAScript6. So the class, you can think of it for example like a function, but a function that can have attribute and all method also. So first we start by typing class, and after that the name of the class. For example, let's name it person, and we don't type this like a function, we type directly the bracket, and here we can type for example the attribute if we want, but we will like go directly and type the function called the constructor. Basically what this constructor does, he initialize for us this class person. It's like an object. For example, if you type for example const like this, so you can think of this like a class, and then you type for example object dot for example name equal something. So basically the constructor do this for us. And to type or to write a constructor, we type the name constructor, and after that the attribute that we want to initialize which person. For example, in our case, let's give it a name and an age, and here we will type this, and I hope you still remember this is this name equal name and this dot age equal to age. So this name, that's mean the name of the person, so we can type it for example here let name, and here let age for example, and here we can type them. Why he give me this? So we can type them in here and it will work, and or we can we don't type them in here, but we initialize them in here. So now for example, if we want to create a new person, how we can do this? So let's create a const, for example let's name it yes equal to, and we type new, and after that the name of our class, and in our case it's person, so new person, and here we give it, it's like we call the constructor, so we need to give it the name and the age. Let's give it for example for the name yes web, and for the age let's give it for example 23 or whatever we want. After that let's cancel log this this yes and see it, and we will see that it's an object. Yes, so let's run, and it's an object. If we want to type for example the name, we need to type dot name and run, and here it is the name. Now if we want for example to create another person, so const again for example let's name it Bill equal to new person, and we said that here in person we need to give it the name and the age. So the name for example it's Bill, and the age is 30. Now let's again cancel log the name to see, so cancel log, and here let's type Bill dot name. So here we type this Bill, the name of our person, so run, and here it is. So this is a way how to declare a class in ECMAScript, and this is the other way. It's like if you still remember the anonymous function, so it's like them. So const for example let's name it animal for example, equal here class, and let's open and close our bracket. And here also let's give it a constructor. So constructor, and let's give it also a name and an age. So I will just copy this because we want to use like same attribute. And if we want, for example, to use this animal to create another animal, it's the same way as we did with person. So const, for example, dog equal new animal, and let's give it a name. For example, I will type just X as a name, and in the year let's type 2 years old. And if we type again the whole object or the whole dog, we will see as an object, but let's just see the name. So dog dot name, clear. Let's run this, and here it is. So this is a way how we can create a class, and also this is another way how we can create a class in ECMAScript6. And here if we want to type, for example, a function inside class, so it's the same thing. So I will type it in here, for example, or let's type it in animal. So as maybe you'll notice, we just type the name of our function. So for example here bark, for example, or here for the person, let's create a new method that says say hi, and here let's type just console log, and here let's type hi from, for example, person class. So now let's invoke this function, which is dot say hi, and this should work. So run, and here it is, hi from other person, from person class. We can also use one of those if you want. For example, use the name or the age or whatever we want. So in this video we know how how to create a class. So this is the first way, this is the second way how to create a class. Also, for example, if we want to add some function in class, so we just type it like this. And also the way that we can like invoke or call a class, and we call it initialize on instantiate. So initialize a class with constructor. We can have a constructor without any parameter, so that here we don't need any parameter. And if we want, for example, to invoke the function inside the class, so first we need to initialize a new object with class, and after that call the function. So I think in the next video it will be about class inheritance. So it will be a short video with example, of course, about class inheritance. So this is all for this video. See you next.